Hey, wait!
They were there today too, right? Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down.
Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a phantom thief at our school.
Okay, quiet down. Well then, next up is Takamaki-san, and you two will go together. Huh? Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far. Oh yeah. Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary, and try and get it over with quick.
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida? You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okuma. The more friends, the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school? Surprisingly, that's the response we get from most people your age.
Thank you for your...
Your responses will serve as great Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now.
Seems we were all asked the same question.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary? Not to me. He looked like someone who's dealt with dangerous criminals.
I'm sorry for all of this. That's not true. It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen. Now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do. We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation.
I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
We were so popular. Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to... As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you... So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will...
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all that. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain...
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow. Of course. Oh! Okay. Oh! Yes! Oh. Okay. Nice!
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly amazed.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like...
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us.
Goro Akechi. This one too.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us. Come on, leader. Can you tell...
Whoa, look here.
Criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a...
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
God, this is so effing stupid.
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him.
Seriously? Not some singer?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
We're the ones counting the results. Can we...
People will figure that out. He won by...
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more vote.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger.
You haven't heard from her?
Even one clue would work wonders for us. I hope she...
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro...
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, however, I believe the recent series of suspicion...
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves.
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them, there are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change. What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup? Whoa, no need to deny it so seriously. By the way, you haven't been causing any... I heard the police showed up at your school. I can't let you get away with that, you know. You're sure you're not getting involved in anything? Well...
Hi. Hi.
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you any...
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite. I'm considering asking a...
For real? Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or what?
I understand that, but without a powerful source of intel, and I can no longer rely on my sister for information. Coming from... Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds?
It's a gamble. And the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi? I'm not, but we have... Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
Hold on, how are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact. For real?
Could you send that my way, please? I'll contact him right...
Gotta say, I'm really not...
Now's no time.
Just think of him as a source of He says, let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it. We're counting on you, Makoto.
All right.
Good morning. Well... Yes.
Hey. Oh, yes. This is it.
Welcome home. You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a...
What are your thoughts, Representative? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. And because they've targeted only prominent figures. Our government... I apologize for any concern they may have...
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do...
This is an important undertaking. The selfish criminals answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible.
Man, this guy is
Rampant political scandals. Thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, we must resolve this problem.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out. Standing here is my...
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry.
Criminals, hmm? Well, that must be how he... However, that is ignorant of their If these people attack others with no remorse, why would they make a teacher? And could a murder truly have been enacted by the... If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, then even though they can't be perhaps my goals are not so... I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first... I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy. Ah, wait. Considering it's such a good opportunity. Thank you for the coffee.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could... I'll be going...
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn.
Damn it. Shit.
Sorry.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place, Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got...
There may be police officers in plain clothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we...
Acting like normal students is going to be important. What do you normally do at a school?
Look around at the exhibits and...
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around...
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me.
You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time.
Oh...
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what...
Oh.
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking for...
I want to go around with everyone, and... This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty... Shall we head off to the stand? Me. This is the place.
Need to...
New customers!
I'll show you all to your...
So, it's your...
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted...
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any... We heard a lot of rumors, even on...
And it was all bull...
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of...
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell? Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese...
I'm sorry. We're out of cod bro.
Then how about this?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible!
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making them made. We didn't put too much effort.
Oh, I can...
Yuji, you're ma- Heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like...
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have nerves of steel in any situation? Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh! Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a... school.
Them's obviously red.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part.
It's like going for the obvious...
Is...
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special... Wait, is she on...
Do you want to go for the...
Ooh!
Oh.
The panel isn't until tomorrow.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people...
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any... I'm going to have one of these. Let's just call this my performance fee.
But...
It's fine.
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat.
Are you okay? Do you need...
I'm fine.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good.
I know what you mean. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow... I'm gonna pull this off no matter...
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things. So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
What would you like to do now, Haru?
I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all.
I have to agree. What will his next...
Oh? Let's head back.
Yes, I... Quite. Indeed.
Hold on.
How about it? Well then. Well, I see. Indeed. Thank you. Oh, yes. I... All right. Thank you.
Well then. Yeah.
Ah.
Yes! Hey! Oh!
I see.
Nice! Yeah. For real? What did you say? Way. Oh! Hey! Hey! Okay.
That's incredible.
Oh! Well then.
Well then, we will now begin. Our guest of honor is...
I feel kind of bad considering how many people. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a cigar.
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experience. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about...
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or...
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it at it.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind...
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult.
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well...
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom... Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thief... How are you so positive that they have...
Aren't you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if...
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, but won't you... What reason is there that you'd claim they're innocent?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okuma. Why then was he the only one who needed to...
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't do... That's why I believe that case should be thought of. And if... This is all hypothetical. If the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill any...
Your comment just now. Does this mean the police have already identified...
Oh, no. The police haven't got... But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of...
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, Red. But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they...
It may have repercussions on the investigation.
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose... However, there is a possibility that everyone present...
Who do you think the Phantom Thief...
That idiot!
No. There's no...
They're people you all know quite... It's mine. I apologize for the interruption. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll resume the panel in 10...
Please don't troll me online for this interruption. Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
No!
That's gotta be shot!
I have video footage too. It's not just all of you. I am aware of that world. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes. It's because of those mysterious powers. I found out about that world about a month. This had been installed onto my phone without my... Dude, it's... When the app activated on its own, the scenery... Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem...
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut...
All of you are acting as phantom thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you. I'll take your silence as... In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case, but to think it would end up like this...
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real...
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. I can't die here. When those thoughts overcame me...
This guy has a persona too.
This... I swear, it just...
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is... But it is true that you know things that I... Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change? I experienced that world too.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change...
Ah. There's certainly...
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we...
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do... Someone else is behind. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll...
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake. Which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you. Along with that video I...
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is the justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who...
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation. The higher-ups are concerned only with... They want to capture the culprits behind this. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai...
What of evidence that we did it? How do...
Even if there's no objective Sai-san can't make rational... If she were to be cornered, well... She may even make up...
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like...
We haven't killed anyone, and we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any...
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the...
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions myself. Well, you don't have to, considering this is you we're talking about. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend... I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today. We should be getting back. About that. I'm sorry. The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct? My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation. But I feel another great stride will occur. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
Damn it! What do we get?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to
not?
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have What?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are back. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed.
I knew it. Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party? Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can. It seems... Let's get in there,
And now, it's time for the student... But, before that, we've got a huge... Members of the dance club, come on! Now everybody, join in!
Just standing around while everyone dances? Senpai, look... Very impressive.
And now that you're all warmed up,
Hey, We've got a little favor to ask.
Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help. Just wait here.
Who's that? Huh?
That's crazy.
That was so exhausting, but what a...
Wow, that dance...
I know, right? I was... It's my dad. He's telling me to come home. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get...
Everybody give them a...
I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about...
All right, who has... No?
Oh, he's...
How about...
Huh? Is he... looking this...
Well then, come on...
He's talking to me. So it really...
Come!
Well...
And your name is? Wait...
She's not coming with me.
I'm sure you're, my, deep...
Oh, please.
So,
Something. I have too many things.
do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh?
Man, he's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, we're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identity. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Okumura-san?
Well...
To tell you the truth, I'm interested in that myself.
Wow, way to go!
I think it was...
Oh, wait!
So, Okumura-san, what's your relation to this?
That wasn't what we were talking...
My, she's quite... Is this a hot... Well, did you all enjoy our...
Just when it was getting interesting! MC, do your job!
The post-festival party is... Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what... Thank you for saving... You're a mysterious person, but you're so... I think the two of us will get along quite well. Who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with the cat, but I have to say, my first post-festival party was quite fun. Though... Now then...
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly. Taba? I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting not just Akechi, but other stuff too. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is...
The mass media has been causing quite no countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves. The sorry state of the police. They're saying whatever. So...
Nothing that...
What's going on here? Didn't you say... And I thought I told you. Well, if things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle. We may need to reform the operation as well.
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even if you can manage an arrest, that's what you... The leadership of this country is about to change. I'll make myself clear again. Failure.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. Oh, one more thing. If...
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes.
We're home! Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found... This is a calling card, right? I read about it on...
You went into my room without my...
I'll apologize as much as you want later, so...
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're... Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep... I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'm talking to Futaba. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a... How about... Here, so I can at least listen to what you have to...
The Phantom Thieves. It's the same...
Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had... At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any of it. As I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves... I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro...
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts... Back in the day, my job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd that one of these days, she might die a bizarre... Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed. But if anything were to happen to you, there's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card. You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as... Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart, the kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that, and then you always seem to be linked to these incidents. So, can I assume that you admit... You know what people call them? Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me!
Asked? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves. He's... You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief?
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the and on top of that, what the hell?
I want to find...
Wait!
She was killed!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Didn't you know already? The way Mom... Didn't you you notice that her research... Soju!
When she passed away, it was awfully... But what could I do? Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like I did somehow make up. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even... And I end up getting consoled by her. God.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault!
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking... I mean, who would believe... Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the... Let me just say one thing. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't... Just do as I say. If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to Reed. We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that...
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our... Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
We're gonna win. No.
Sorry.
Yep. 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 Well then.
The real question to be asked, where have I been?
That concludes the speech given by Rep. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitive and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims.
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen. I hope you understand the situation. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for and it'll happen every day. Why did That may have been true, Well, I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility. All I can do now, just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right? I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief.
Did you see that reward? With this, the Phantom Thief. That will be when the...
Hey, great! We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so...
We're finally being treated as actual...
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? How President Okumura ranked first? The fad before that? Even it was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done, and are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I. The Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too, considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have...
What a cheap trick.
Cheap? It's nothing if there's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura, perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic break.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to...
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when
Damn it! This is bullshit! Ah!
Ryuji, taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Hey, why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
It's probably because we weren't acting...
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our...
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with my...
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful...
Are we really a match for this?
Should we... I mean, things might get...
Hey.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exact... We'd be dumping everything we...
see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left...
Yeah.
Hey, being framed and I lost it. Really? Maybe I haven't changed. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone... It made me so happy. I thought I could do anything.
Where have you been searching all along?
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now. Okay. Oh! Okay. Oh! Hey, wait! Oh, man.
An issue in which criminals do whatever. Only now does the government has its stand. We don't have to go down. Let us end this chaos.
He's a politician of the ruling.
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty... He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime... I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other...
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you...
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee for...
Quit effing!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite... I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are... She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get...
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identity. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a...
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she had...
Huh?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's reckless...
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you, too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san... If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice would...
So that's what...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen.
I mean, I guess I...
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target. So how about it?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing...
It can't be helped in order to ascertain. There is also one more. She'll be a fine warning to others not to... They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of...
What do you... You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested.
As expected from Onijima. So, what do you say?
Makoto, what's your take?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting in it.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. It isn't some grand reason like... It's simply an absurd grudge. Dude.
You know... I can't but I guess it's how...
We're similar. Maybe that's... Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change... Thanks. This mission can't succeed without...
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now. But because I wanted to change my system. I've also known for quite some time. What? It was too selfish. Though I was too scared to look any further.
Why don't we try going there now? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like...
I'm sorry, I actually...
I see.
Will you tell your sister about...
Of course not.
You seem awfully evasive today.
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto
Beats me. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow.
A palace? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as... And he had already experienced the metaverse by the... That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a fan. If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. So you became convinced of another's existence through the two mental shut, and if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would... That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? That does make sense, morally. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee it. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with... If this villain does exist and is setting up your group... Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm over... Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely... But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that? I'm amazed. It seems you... When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence. However, if your story till now is true, it's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point, someone set up only to bear. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in there. And if that's the case, true integrity. No, I'm jumping to— I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need? It's late. We'll be going to Nijima's palace. Things like her work ethic and relationship. Those would help us come up with— I can look up more stuff like her. A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too. Don't fall for— Ahem. Also, I may be over— Ow! Same as always. Let me finish. So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started.
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura res—
4.
Then that means our time limit is November.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now.
I concur. After all, people like us— Well then? Huh?
This is the model I wanted! You're so—
I'm so sorry. Until recently—
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with every—
That's true.
Ooh. I'll send everyone's contacts.
Thanks. Well then, I hope I'll do my best.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse—
I often hear her call it a place of competition, and—
A competition, huh?
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort.
Conditions have not been met.
then perhaps a stadium?
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting.
Gambling, then.
How about a—
We played cards during the school—
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san.
Well,
Beginning navigation.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Courthouse is a
Everywhere else seems to be in...
Isn't that...
The police station.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hot.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever I've brought her food and belongings.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse?
That reminds me. He'll need a code.
Code name?
Phantom Thieves can't go around using the real names.
Just for reference.
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided.
What is it, Haru?
Oh!
Then, perhaps Karasu.
Are your clothes all blacker?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't...
Karasu.
Why not go with... Alright. From here.
Got it.
Now then. Now then.
Do you have a moment? Oh? That settles it. So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat.
Dude, you planning on stealing?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person...
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than... That aside, the people in here look...
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive being.
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography...
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms you...
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of... Considering what I see before...
Not all cognitions are normal, though. People may look normal, but we should be careful.
Is this what you have to go through every... This is a first for me.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to...
Okay, our deadline for this infiltration, of course, will need...
So the calling card was...
Will you please stop?
Mile.
Well then.
I feel somewhat nervous. I have something. I can feel it.
Indeed.
I have something.
Welcome.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure. Come on down and
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like...
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any...
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest. First, I ask that you come up to my location.
Damn it! Over the...
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come. Let us get out.
Huh?
Let's do it.
Authentication required.
Members?
Perhaps it bears relation.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just...
Casinos typically have a membership system. Some locations even have area. Considering the setup of this place.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's...
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
As I expected.
She must be daring us to check.
Here it...
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I promise to surpass even such lofty hope. Well then, don't worry. You can leave this one to... Take them down, Robin Hood! Persona! Taste my wrath! Robin Hood!
You're right. The crucial moment's finally here. Get... Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh! Hey!
Wow!
Let me explain.
Hey!
Oh.
Whoa!
Yes! All right.
Let me explain.
Okay.
What do you want?